Even though Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is recently delayed, that hasn't stopped Nintendo from releasing a brand new trailer for it. And so we're going to do what we do best and take a look at what secrets the footage might be hiding. But before we start, please make sure to check out our previous analysis video if you haven't already, as we'll only be covering the new stuff here. And with that, let's get started. So the biggest thing about the new trailer is that we finally get our first good look at Dixie Kong in action. Now we already knew from the previous trailer that she could be paired with Donkey Kong in order to allow him to get some additional hang time. But now we can see how she'll play when going solo too. Of course, she can still hover in the air by herself too. But we also get a look at the rest of her arsenal. Literally, because Dixie's packing heat. As we can see, she has her very own gun that fires small bouncy balls that can stun enemies, similar to Diddy's peanut gun. Now interestingly, the balls seem to come in different colors, as we can see both yellow and purple ones in the trailer. And if we zoom in on her gun, we can see it contains even more, including red, green, and blue ones. Though it does appear the color is purely cosmetic and doesn't affect the gameplay at all. Now if Diddy's gun shoots peanuts, then what are these colored balls that Dixie shoots supposed to be? Well, based on their varied colors, we think they may be different kinds of bubblegum gumballs, which could make her weapon a bubble gun. Hey, I'm being serious. And this actually makes even more sense given that Dixie chewed bubblegum as her idle animation back in Donkey Kong Countries 2 and 3. So if this is indeed the case, it's a cool little throwback. Now beyond her new weapon, she also gains a new ground pounding move similar to DK and Diddy's, only she uses her hair to thrash the ground. And like the others, it can be used to stun enemies too. Finally, we can see that her hair spin attack from Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 is back as well. And like before, it works just like DK's roll or Diddy's cartwheel. Another cool thing the trailer shows off is just to what extent Retro is going to incorporate Dixie into the experience. Take this cutscene from the intro to the World 1 boss fight for instance, that shows that Dixie gets her very own unique animation. Now by comparison, when we saw it in the E3 trailer, both DK and Diddy slammed hard into the ground. But this time we can see that if you have Dixie with you instead, she'll use her helicopter hair to slow her fall. So it seems every cutscene will have an animation specific to each character, which is a nice touch. And let's not forget that there's still a mysterious fourth character to be shown off, which would offer even more. Okay, and that about covers it for everything Dixie, so let's take a look at some of the new levels shown off in the trailer. And we finally get our first look at some beach-themed levels, which we're guessing represents one of the 5 world themes. And it appears that at least one of those levels will be a minecart one, where you'll have to dodge the sharks that return from Donkey Kong Country Returns. But there's something odd about this clip. There appears to be an awful lot of low clouds in the background. Is it just really foggy, or does this level actually take place high above the ground? Although if it does, where exactly are those sharks leaping from then? But supporting this idea is this next clip, which shows our heroes on a minecart on a track high above, before descending through the clouds to the ground below. So not only does it appear that part of this level may in fact take place far above ground, but as we can see, the track will actually take them underground too. And here they'll race past a series of large windows that provide a waterfront view, while also having to evade a sea creature that will apparently snatch away parts of the track. In fact, that creature's so ruthless, it even takes down a fellow enemy with them too. What a jerk! Now another new level shown off reveals a world full of fire. Now our first instinct was that perhaps this is from the game's 5th and final world. But this doesn't appear to be your typical lava level, so it could just be part of an existing world that just so happens to catch on fire. At any rate, it looks like it's not only the fire below you'll have to watch out for, as if you freeze this clip right here, we can see that some will rain down from above too. And it looks like swinging ropes aren't immune to catching fire as well. But you're not helpless in this case, as there's a new gameplay mechanic here. And that's the ability to throw a water-filled fruit that can douse the flames. And since this looks to be a pretty important mechanic, we wouldn't be surprised to see it pop up in several other levels in the game. Now there's still one more small thing we noticed here, and that is, it looks like Dixie will now hold things using her hands instead of with her ponytail like she did in the original Donkey Kong Country games. It's a small change, but it is part of what used to make her so distinct. Finally, like some of the levels in the volcano world of Donkey Kong Country Returns, it looks like this one too will have platforms that sink when touched, as we can see when the tree here begins to lower as soon as Dixie and DK land on it. Moving on, another clip reveals a level that takes place underwater in what appears to be a sunken ship, complete with fish skeletons littering the area. And it leads into a swimming section where you'll find ship debris scattered around the background. And we again get to see DK and Dixie showcasing their new underwater spin attacks that we first saw during E3. But this time, it looks like there might be more to this move than we first thought, as it appears to interact with the fish here, causing them to glow and illuminate the area. And even the nearby plant life appear to react to this by retracting into the wall. So is this simply to help you see better, or could there be even more to this slide mechanic as those plants seem to indicate? Next up, a few other clips reveal some more ruin type levels, such as this one takes place at night and reveals another new gameplay mechanic, zip lines. Or should I say, zip vines. You guys are mean. Now clearly the zip vines will play a major role in this level, though another clip from that same level reveals there will be at least some normal platforming sections too. And by the way, doesn't that platform there look like one you might be able to ground pound your way through to reach a secret area below? Also, did you catch those winding trees growing out of the water in the background? Yep, those are the same ones you saw in the background of the first level from the E3 trailer, suggesting this level may also take place in that same world. Of course being World 1. And since it takes place at night as opposed to the daytime of the other level, it looks like the time of day will actually change even within the same world, which is a cool detail and one that harkens back to the original Donkey Kong Country game. Then in another ruins-like level, we get our first confirmation that the rocket barrel from Donkey Kong Country Returns is also back, and it appears to function exactly as it did before. But there's something odd about this level. Most of the obstacles appear to be made out of cheese, including a giant cheese wheel that you'll have to dodge as it slowly falls apart. And did you catch all the owl carvings around these parts too? We also get another look at the frozen level we first saw during the E3 trailer. But this time we can see you'll have to race through it at points in order to beat the collapsing structures. And speaking of levels we've seen before, we get another glimpse of that same cliff world that we also saw in the E3 trailer. And interestingly, one of the new scenes shows that exact same section. Only there have been a few slight changes since then. Take the vine for instance, which is now thicker. Also, they've added a torch to the podium here. And we can see that the HUD's been changed slightly too, as the heart icons are now surrounded by a wood border. But it's not just clips of the same thing that we see, as another clip showcases a hot air balloon that you'll have to ground pound in order to pop it on a spike below, which causes it to shoot upwards into the clouds, where we're guessing another part of the level takes place. Okay, and that's everything we could dig up on the latest trailer for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And like always, let us know if you missed anything by posting in the comments. If you liked our analysis, please make sure to like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at GameXplain. There are even super easy to click links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and other things gaming too.